Recording in progress.
Okay, so let's start with Karen. How did you complete number 1?
Okay, they can be on holiday, but I'm not sure.
Do you agree, guys?
For me, it's May.
It is May, right? Because it's like maybe, you're not sure. They may be on holiday, but I'm not sure.
But
Okay, what about the
May is a permission.
It can be both. It can be like for permission or when something is possible, but you're not sure. So in this case, it's more like a possibility. Yes, like they may be on holiday, but I'm not sure. Or they may be outside. Right? It's like saying maybe. So in this case, it's referring to a possibility, not to permission. But we can also use it for permission in other examples later. Okay. Adriana Arias, what about number 2?
You could be right, but I will check. I will like to check.
That's fine. Sofia Mendes, number 3.
Can you turn it down a bit, please?
Andre, number 4.
It's okay. You might go when you've finished.
What do you think, guys?
Good.
You might.
Might.
You may.
It's May.
May because it's given permission. You have permission to go when you finished. You may go. So it's like giving permission.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Alfredo, what about number 5?
Ask any questions now as you could not talk during the test.
Do you agree, guys?
You might.
You may.
You may.
May.
You may not talk.
It's the same thing, right? You don't have permission to talk. Very good. Justin, number 6.
You can't smoke in the cinema.
In the cinema.
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 Cinema, okay.
Very good. Natasha.
From the way he speaks, he could be from London.
Ashley?
I'm number 8.
Yes, you can do. Did I call you 2 times? No? Yeah, so we're in number 8, actually. You can do number 8.
It's impossible. They can't have finished it already.
I say finished it.
Finished it.
Okay, Sebas, number 9.
The weather might be better tomorrow.
That's correct. And Adriana Sancho.
Can you speak Japanese?
Okay, that's correct. Do we have any questions?
No.
No.
Okay, very well. So guys, we have to talk about the video, but we have a situation. So well, as I told you, on Friday was the first day of the module, right? So well, on the first day, it's very important that you don't miss class because we watch the video, we answer the questions, we see the vocabulary, and approximately half of you were not here. So now if I make pairs to discuss the questions, like there will be groups where only one person watch the video and the other one didn't, right? So I think that's not fair for the people that did come. So yes, it's very important that you don't miss, especially the first day. So try for the next module, try not to be absent that day after the evaluation, because it is very important, right? And also, well, sometimes you can try to Google the video, like to
Next
search
evaluation
it up.
date when is?
I'm not sure. I have to ask the coaches, but when I know the date, I will tell you, so you're ready for it. But yes, and also sometimes you can try to find a video on YouTube, but these videos for some reason are hard to find. Like you can find versions that are like only half the video or only one part. So I mean, if you don't come the first day, it's hard to like to catch up, right? So what we're going to do is that I'm going to play that video again today, so everyone can watch it now that everyone is here. But I will not be able to play it again before the evaluation, because we only have permission to watch it 2 times, one like at the beginning and the other time like some days before the evaluation. But this time we're going to watch them like for the second time today, so like everybody knows what we're talking about. And yes, so please take good notes. These are the questions that we have to discuss. Okay, so we're going to read them again so you know what to expect from the video. Okay.
Hold on a second to take the picture.
Yes, don't worry. I'm not going to move away from here. So let's start with Sebas. Can you read the first one, please?
You are on mute.
What do millions of people do every year, and what are they increasing goal?
Increasingly.
Increasingly combining.
Let's say combining.
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 Okay, thank you. Viviana, can you read number 2?
Which is the top destination for tourists looking for health care? Why is health care so attractive there?
Thank you. Adriana Sancho.
What health issue did Byron Bonwell have? How was he able to solve the situation?
Sofia Castro. Number 4.
I think that she's having some internet issues.
Yes, she's breaking up. Can you hear me, Sofia?
I do, but I don't.
Yes, I think it's on her side. Well, that's fine. No. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. I went to ask Anthony because we cannot hear you very well. Okay. So Anthony, could you read it, please?
Yeah. What was Kim Atwater's experience like? And how did she feel initially? Did she feel the same way afterward? And why?
Okay, thank you. Karin.
Which other country wants to become the world leader in medical tourism? What steps are they taking towards that goal?
Thank you. Adriana Arias.
How did the Indian middle class contribute to the addition of the new private hospitals?
Thank you. So let's repeat. Contribute.
Contribute.
Okay, Sofia Mendes.
How are doctors prevent Yamanahan and because how much less do they make in their country than in the US, and why did they go back?
Okay, thank you. Andre.
Why did Stephanie Sevenward decide to have a hip Resurfacing procedure.
Let's say resurfacing.
Resurfacing.
And Alfredo, number 9.
What are some of the drawbacks to medical tourism?
Okay, do we have any questions about the vocabulary here?
No.
Okay, so let's watch the video. So please take good notes. I'm going to project the questions and the video at the same time so you can look at both. Okay. So please take good notes for the answers.
You're going to play the video again? Are you going to play the video?
Yes, I'm going to because many people were not here on Friday. So yes, I don't want like half the class to be lost. Okay, so let's go. So yes, for the ones that are watching it for the first time, you can like take good notes, and for the ones that were here on Friday, you can use it as a review, right?
Each summer, millions of us head off to foreign lands for vacation, adventure, tourism, or just to simply sit on a beautiful beach. But how about hip surgery or a multiple bypass? A growing number of tourists are doing just that, combining holidays with health care. And that's because a growing number of countries are offering first-rate medical care at third-world prices. Many of these medical tourists can't afford health care at home. The 40 million uninsured Americans, for example. Others are going for procedures not covered by their insurance. Infertility treatment, a facelift. And as we found out in April of 2005, the hospitals in these faraway countries are glad to have these medical tourists. In fact, they were courting their business, hoping to get more people to outsource their own health care. Thailand, an exotic vacation land known for its Buddhas, its beaches, its brothels, the bustle of Bangkok. But for people needing medical care, it's known increasingly for Bumrungrad Hospital, a luxurious place which claims to have more foreign patients than any other hospital in the world. It's like a United Nations of patients here. They're cared for by more than 500 doctors, most with international training. The hospital has state-of-the-art technology, and here's the clincher, the price. Treatment here costs about 1/8 what it does in the United States. That's right, 1/8. Kurt Schroeder is the CEO of Bumrungrad.
This place where we're sitting right now is the #1 international hospital in the world.
It's sort of ground zero. I haven't heard anybody yet who's told us that they take more than 350,000 international patients a year.
One of them is Byron Bonniwell, who lives 12,000 miles away in Shreveport, Louisiana, where he owns and runs a campground for RVs. A year and a half ago, he had a heart attack, and his doctor told him he really needed bypass surgery.
They told you were going to die.
Yeah, they did tell me I was going to die.
You did not have insurance.
Did not have insurance, no.
Right.
He estimates he would have had to pay over $100,000 out of his own pocket for the operation he needed, a complicated quintuple bypass.
And did you actually decide not to do it?
Yeah, I did. I guess I'd rather die with a little bit of money in my pocket than live poor.
He says his health was deteriorating quickly when he read about Bumrungrad Hospital.
I was in my doctor's office one day having some tests done, and there was a copy of Business Week magazine there, and there was an article in Business Week magazine about Bumrungrad Hospital. And I came home and went on the internet and made an appointment, and away I went to Thailand.
He made that appointment after he learned that the bypass would cost him about $12,000. He chose his cardiologist, Dr. Chad Wanishiwad, after reading on the hospital's website that he used to practice at the National Institutes of Health in Maryland.
That's where he practiced for a number of years.
Right.
Every doctor that I saw there has practiced in the United States.
You never called him?
No, never talked to him.
But 3 days after walking into the hospital, he was on the operating table. 2 weeks later, he was home.
How you feeling?
Wonderful. I wish I had found them sooner, because I went through a year. I was in bad shape. I couldn't walk across the room.
How was the nursing? How was the treatment?
I found it so strange in Thailand because they were all registered nurses. Being in the hospital in the United States, you see all kinds of orderlies, all kinds of aides, maybe one RN on duty on the whole floor of the hospital. In Thailand, I bet I had 8 RNs just on my section of the floor alone. First-class care.
That's what the hospital prides itself on. It's first-class medical care, which it can offer so cheaply because everything is cheaper here, particularly labor and malpractice insurance. You can get just about any kind of treatment, from chemotherapy to plastic surgery. Kim Atwater from Bend, Oregon was on vacation in Thailand when she decided to combine sightseeing with a bit of an eye lift.
Were you at all nervous about having an operation done in Thailand?
Yes, I was somewhat hesitant of having any type of an operation in a foreign country, and it turned out to be just beyond my expectations.
But not beyond her budget, $1,500, and that included a private room.
How would you describe the difference between this place and an American hospital?
It's much nicer than any that I've ever stayed in the United States.
The rooms look more like hotel rooms than hospital rooms, and that's no accident. The idea was to make the whole hospital look like a hotel, and a 5-star hotel at that. Take a look at the lobby. Boutiques and restaurants to suit every taste and nationality.
Part of the concept was to create an environment when people came in, they didn't feel like they were in a hospital.
What's wrong with, I mean, this is a hospital. What's wrong with looking like a hospital?
Because nobody really wants to go to a hospital.
Would you go back?
Oh, I'm going back this fall, yeah.
Why?
I'm going back to see my doctor and have a checkup again.
You'll have to take a 22-hour flight, but there's even an upside to that.
Is it true that I can pay for a checkup with frequent flyer miles?
Well, we do have a very unique relationship with Thai Airways. So you can buy a ticket, you can use frequent flyer mileage to get your checkup.
Whatever it takes to get your business.
And this is not the only hospital trying to outsource healthcare, is it?
Oh my goodness, no. We certainly have not gone unnoticed. There are hospitals throughout Asia, throughout India.
India wants to become the world leader in medical tourism and might just make it. Alongside the familiar images of the country, gleaming, dusty streets, poverty, you can add a gleaming new private hospital. This hospital opened only 7 weeks before we got there. It was already expanding. The hospital boom in India was fueled by India's growing middle class who demanded access to quality health care. Now the country known for exporting doctors is trying hard to import patients. The most important player is the Apollo Group, the largest hospital group in India, 3rd largest in the world. Anjali Kapoor Bissell is a director of Apollo's International Patient Office.
Why is it important to get foreign patients here?
It makes sense to establish India as sort of like the world destination for healthcare.
That's the ambition, that India should become the world
Destination for healthcare, that's right.
But why should foreigners come here? Well, it's even cheaper than Thailand for most procedures, with prices about 10% what they would be in the U.S. Anne Bell works at the British High Commission in New Delhi. She just had a baby and says she's glad she was here and not in England.
There's been no pressure to go home after the delivery. We've been welcome to stay as long as we want. They're looking after the baby, they're looking after me, giving me enough time to get settled and confident enough to go back home. Often in the UK, you might be out of the hospital within 5 hours if you've had a normal delivery.
And in the UK, she wouldn't have had a private room with a private bath, not to mention massages, yoga too. And the doctors? Indian doctors are known worldwide. They speak English, and they're often the very same doctors you may have had in Europe or America, where many of them practiced before returning to India.
Do you find that many Indian doctors are coming back now because of hospitals such as this one?
Yes, a large number are coming back because they have something to come back to.
Dr. Praveen Kilnani, a pediatric intensive care specialist, worked at several American hospitals, including Mass General. Dr. Vikas Kohli is a pediatric cardiologist who worked at hospitals in New York and Miami. Both need sophisticated equipment to care for their patients, something India didn't have before the birth of private hospitals like Apollo. They both wanted to come back to India, despite the fact that medical care costs much less here, partly because doctors make much less.
How much less do you make here than you made in the States?
Maybe the 10th or 20th of what we were making in the US.
They wanted to come back, they say, because they felt their expertise was needed here in India much more than in America.
There are probably 1,500 to 2,000 pediatric cardiologists in US. I would be one of them. In India, there were just 4 of us. I was very passionate about working for Indian kids.
And since there are so many Indians who require the kind of care only you can offer, why is there such a strong drive to attract foreign patients?
Who doesn't mind extra money flowing in?
Stephanie Settlemeyer didn't want to spend the tens of thousands it would have cost her for the hip surgery she needed, and she didn't have insurance. So with her daughter by her side, she flew from Vero Beach, Florida, to the Apollo Hospital in Chennai. She'd never been to India before, but she already knew quite a bit about Indian doctors.
My doctor actually in Vero Beach, she's an Indian doctor. So why not go where they come from?
When you took this decision to come to India for surgery, did any of your friends back in Florida say, are you crazy?
All of them. Hardly anybody said, oh, great idea.
But she didn't come here just to save money. She came for an operation she couldn't get at home. It's called hip resurfacing, and it's changed people's lives. It hasn't been approved yet by the FDA, but in India, Dr. Vijay Bose has performed over 300 of them. He showed us the difference between a hip resurfacing and hip replacement, which is the standard operation performed in the United States. He said his patients usually recover faster because his procedure is far less radical and doesn't involve cutting the thigh bone.
Now that's a model of a pelvis, and that's the femur or thigh bone as we call it, and that's the hip joint. And hip replacement, unfortunately, this bone has to be chopped off.
Instead, Bose fits a metal cap over the end, which fits into a metal socket in the hip. The result, he says, is that patients end up with enough mobility to do virtually anything.
So my patients, play football, basketball, whatever you want, not a problem.
Right crutch, then the left leg.
Until the FDA approves it, the only way to have this operation in the U.S. is by getting into a clinical trial. But be warned, it isn't cheap.
How much does it cost in the States?
I believe it costs something from $28,000 to $32,000 US dollars.
Between $28,000 and $32,000?
That's correct.
And here, what did it cost you?
$5,800.
Including food, service, nurses, the works.
Private nurse after surgery. And feeling always that they were just totally attentive. If you rang the bell next to your bed, boop, somebody was there immediately.
Sound too good to be true? Don't forget, it's at least a 20-hour trip. There is malaria in parts of India. Patients have complained of intestinal disorders, and if something goes wrong, you could end up suing for malpractice in an Indian court. And one could only wish you the best of luck. But Stephanie Settlemeyer feels she's already had more luck than she had any right to expect. By the time we left India, she was into the tourism part of her treatment, convalescing at a seaside resort an hour's drive from the hospital.
Is this standard that when somebody gets surgery at a hospital here, they'll come to a resort like this afterwards?
Yeah, they suggest it.
This, too, is not very expensive, is it?
$140 a day.
For you and your daughter?
For myself and my daughter, including an enormous, fabulous breakfast that they serve until 10:30.
I think a lot of people seeing you sitting here in what's usually called post-op and hearing your tales of what the op was like, are going to start thinking about India.
Yeah, and combining surgery and paradise.
Okay, guys, do we have any questions about the video?
No.
So you can take a photo of the questionnaire. We're going to discuss them in first. Okay? Ready?
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Hi. Oh, hi, Adriana.
one-on-one. Hi, Adri.
Hi.
And then we can start the question and answer it.
Okay, what do
Hold
millions?
on.
Okay, the first one. What do millions of people do every year? And what are they increasingly combining? Okay, the answer.
Combining.
Combining. Yeah. Okay, it's almost open. Okay, they are. Let me see. The foreign. Well, the people are visit there or for vacation, adventure, tourism, or just a beautiful beach, but also about surgery or a multiple bypass.
Okay.
They are combining holidays with health care.
Mm-hmm.
This is the number one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The second one. Which is the top destination for tourists looking for healthcare? Why is healthcare so attractive there? The top destination is Thailand, Bangkok, actually. The Bumrung Grab International Hospital is the name of the hospital of the center, the health center. The health care is so attractive because it costs 1/8 of the usual cost in America. And that's it.
What health issues did Byron Bonewell have? How was he able to solve his situation? He has to do a heart operation, but he doesn't have the money. And then when he was in the doctor's office, he saw a magazine with the information about the Thailand hospital, and he looked for the information, and then he go to Thailand to make him a bypass.
Okay.
Because it was much cheaper.
Mm-hmm. The four, I think it's maybe number 4.
Okay, number 4. What? Oh, okay. What was Kim Atwater's experience like? How did she feel?
No rompa. Oh, sorry.
Okay. What did she feel initially? Did she feel the same way afterward and why? Okay. Okay. What was that? Okay. She wanted had on vacation and he needed ice lift and she felt satisfied.
Okay. Number 5. Which other country wants to become the world leader in medical tourism? What steps are they taking toward that goal? Which other country which wants to become a world leader in medical tourism is India? Like the name of the hospital, I don't remember. It was like Palio. No, Palio. Palio Hospital, maybe.
I think that I don't remember very well the name.
Yeah, I don't remember the name as well, but what steps are they taking towards that goal? Okay, they are lower the prices, right? They are lower. No, they are going down. I think they are going down the prices of the procedures, and what else? And they have research, constantly research. And I don't know what else. And that's maybe the steps they are taking. Researching.
Okay. How did the Indian middle class contribute to the addition of the new private hospitals? They contribute because they said that they don't have any access to the hospitals because the ones that they used to have is more, the cost is higher. They need more health care for them, a better service.
Okay, the number, let me see. 8, right?
Yes. No, 7.
No, 7.
Okay. Who are Dr. Rybin and Vikaskowski? Oh my God. And how much less do they make in their country than in the United States, and why did they go back? Okay, they bring back for doctors more specialized, and they return for help.
Can you repeat your idea? They help?
They bring back. Okay, they bring back.
You can say they brought back. Right?
Okay, they brought back for doctors specialized, and they return for help.
So you can say they brought back specialized doctors.
Okay, and they return for help to earn 10 or 20%. Percent. Okay. I don't know what else. Okay.
I think that's fine.
Okay.
Let's do the next one.
The 8. How was it? Sorry. Why did Stephanie 7-wire? 7-wire. Okay. Why did Stephanie 7-wire decide to have a hip resurfacing procedure? Okay. I heard her doctor in the USA was Indian, so that's one reason. Also, the procedure in the USA will cost $20,000 to $32,000. That in India it will cost like $12,000. And what else? They have like a specific procedure that in the USA they didn't have. Like I don't know if that's quite correct, but.
Yes, it's correct. Yes, so in the US they don't do the procedure, but in India they do it, and it is cheap. That was correct.
Okay, and that's it.
And how did she feel after the operation? Was she happy with the results?
I don't remember the teacher, but I could say like she was walking.
Yes, she was in a hotel and everything, right? Yeah, and let's ask Adriana Arias, what are some of the drawbacks or some of the disadvantages of medical tourism?
But they have many diseases, as malaria. They have to be taken careful about it because the patients can be infected. I don't remember.
Okay, that's fine. Viviana, any other disadvantages that you can remember?
The advantages.
Disadvantages.
Disadvantages. No, teacher, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
What did Alvin
quantity
say?
of
What
personnel.
did it say?
They don't have many specialized personnel.
Ah, okay, yes, and only well that they needed a lot of specialized doctors because they didn't
Specialized doctor.
specialize.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. Do we have any questions?
No, teacher.
No. Okay, let's go back.
Recording in progress.
Did you call me?
No, we can finish.
Sorry, because at the group where I was, they finished.
They are so fast, teacher.
No, we are a pro.
Oh my God. Nothing.
Where's your group, Elodie?
I am so rude. Like the sun.
Yes, I was with the two Adrianas and Viviana. So yes, well, that's fine. So we're going to discuss all the questions. So if you didn't complete them, you can take more notes. Sorry? Were you gonna say something, Adriana? No. Okay, so let's go. Let's start with Sofia Mendez. What do millions of people do every year and what are they increasing combined?
Let me see. The medical and the tourism.
So can you explain it a little bit more? Well, what is the idea of medical tourism? What is the concept?
They go to another country to have surgeries or to have medical things made in those countries that are cheaper than the country.
Medical treatments, better.
Yeah, that's okay. Medical treatment or all surgeries, operations, everything, right? So that's fine. Okay, thank you. And Andre, which is the top destination for tourists looking for healthcare and why is healthcare so attractive in that place?
Well, Thailand is the most attractive place for healthcare. Teacher, what is this question? Number what?
Number two.
Two, all right. Yeah, and Thailand is the top destination for tourists we're looking for healthcare. And well, it's so attractive because the prices that they offer
Because
the prices they offer.
Help?
Because of
the prices they offer.
Okay, because of prices of the prices or of prices.
It depends on how you say it. I mean, if you're going to continue the idea, you say because the prices are cheaper. But if you say you stop there because of the prices.
Okay, because of the prices they offer. And the installations looks like more than a hotel than a hospital.
The facilities.
Yeah, and the facility that they gave.
No, no, I mean the facilities look like hotels.
What does facilities mean, teacher?
Like the buildings and the place.
All those
the rooms
are called facilities.
Yes, those are facilities.
All right.
Okay, very well, thank you. And Natasha, what health issue did Byron Bonniwell have and how was he able to solve it?
Okay, he had a heart attack, so he needed bypass surgery. In the US, he didn't have an insurance, so he would have to pay a lot. But then he was like reading a magazine and he found out about that hospital, so he made an appointment. And 3 days after walking into the hospital, he was in surgery. So, well, he solved it like finding out about the hospital and going there, making an appointment.
Okay, and how did he feel after the operation? Was he satisfied?
Yeah, he definitely was.
He even wants to come back and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And Ashley, you can tell me about Kim Waters. What was her experience like? How did she feel initially, and did she feel the same way afterward?
Her experience was very, very good. And initially she felt so nervous, but when she saw the facilities that they offer, she felt comfortable.
Okay, excellent. And Sebas, which other country wants to become the world leader in medical tourism, and what steps are they taking towards this goal?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't remember because in this when the video said about this, I had a phone call.
It's okay. Don't worry. So, Viviana, can you tell us about it? What is the
Okay.
competition for Thailand?
India was the new leader
Mhm.
for tourists because it was in the top or and the middle class.
Yes, and what are they doing to convince people to go to Thailand instead of, sorry, to go to India instead of Thailand, guys?
And they was offering the good tourism.
They what?
They offering a good tourism.
Help? They are offering, right? They are offering good tourism.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and in regards to the medical part, Diana Sancho, what else is India doing to convince people to go there? Okay, or Justin, well, can you tell us what is India doing to convince people to go to their hospitals?
They like in demanding access of middle class to improve the private medication, to improve the private, like the
Private medicine.
the private medicine, yes.
Yes, and also it's very important to mention that they are convincing doctors to return also, right? The doctors that were working like in the US and Europe, they are returning to India to work at these hospitals, right? Okay, excellent. And let's go to Anthony. Let's go to number 7 because Justin already told us about number 6. So Anthony, who are doctors Praveen Kilnani and Vikas Kohli? How much less do they make in their own country, than in the US, and why did they return?
I don't remember that one, teacher. I think they were doctors at the Thailand hospital, but I don't know.
Well, in India, so they are specialists, right? That's important. What kind of specialists, Karen?
Okay, one of them was or is a pediatrician, and the other one, I think that is a pediatrician and cardiologist.
Yes, so you can say they are pediatrician and a pediatric cardiologist. Exactly.
And they used to make 20% more than the USA, so they felt useful in India than in the United States.
Okay, but they are making actually less money, right? They make only 20% of their previous salary, right? So they are making like much less money, but they are helping, right? Okay, thank you. And Adriana Arias, can you tell us about Stephanie Seven? Why did she decide to have a hip resurface in India?
She decided to make the...
One more time,
She decided to make the procedure.
You can say she decided to have the procedure.
To have the procedure because the cost is lower and she can combine the two, the procedure and holidays with the low cost with her daughter. accompanied by her daughter.
Yes. Okay, and what about the differences between this procedure and the one that they do in the US, Alfredo? What are the differences between hip replacement and hip resurfacing? Do you remember?
Okay, the difference between that procedure that was that in the US they cut the whole bone and with the new procedure in India they only cut a little part of the bone and introduce some metal parts that work better than the other reconstruction.
Yes. Okay, excellent. And let's see who hasn't participated. Okay, Sofia Castro, what are some of the disadvantages of medical tourism?
Yeah, I didn't get to that question.
Okay, but what do you remember from the video? Do you remember anything?
No.
Okay, so let's see who hasn't talked very much. Ashley, what about the drawbacks of medical tourism?
They had to take a flight for a lot of hours. And
what else, guys, besides the flight?
There was malaria parasite.
Yes, there is malaria in these countries.
Malaria parasite.
Well, you can say there is malaria. There is malaria in this country. There is malaria. Okay, and what about what happens if there's a case of malpractice, Justin? What do you have to do in that case?
I wait. Well, I don't know.
You can sue?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, Alfred.
The last one.
No, but after already participated.
There's a
Yes, so my question was, if there's a case of malpractice, what happens with you? What do you have to do?
Well, you have to take your own. When you when you decided to go there for an surgery or a procedure, you're doing it under your own risk.
Yes, and you're not covered by your insurance.
You are not covered by the insurance.
Yes, and you have to start the legal process and everything, right? Like, I think it was Karen that was saying, right? That you have to sue the hospital in a court, and that's like complicated if you're not in your country, right? Okay, excellent. Is everything clear with the video so far? Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on. And let's do an improvisation. Improvisation number 2. Anthony, can you read the situation?
You're selling something used. Car, a piece of furniture, a watch, cell phone, etc. The potential buyer asks you questions.
Okay. Do we have any questions?
Anthony, you work on that?
Yeah.
Cell phone and computers.
Is Anthony a salesman?
Yeah, I am a sales agent.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, so I'm not going to make you do the improvisation because you would do very well.
I want to be the potential buyer.
Okay, that's a good idea. So, Karen, you are selling something and Anthony wants to buy it. Okay, so on the rest you can take notes.
Okay. How are you? How can I help you?
Hello. I saw in the ad that you are selling a watch. So I have a few questions for you.
Oh, yes, of course. What do you want to know about?
First of all, I want to know how old is he?
Okay, so we have three kinds of these watches. One of these one has 5 years old. The other 5 years, 5 years. Sorry, one has 5 years. The other one has 2, and the other one has just one.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. What? Okay. And you were the only owner, or it has another one?
Okay, well, we are a store that buy or that provide this kind of watches, and this three watches has been used by the same owner, so they are in a good conditions, and has no, they have they have high quality, and we offer you um, 10 years of I forget
Warranty.
of warranty. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Yeah.
For some 10 years, that's a lot of
Yeah,
warranty.
it's because you are trying to buy I forget I forget this I remember ¿cómo se llama esa marca de relojes? ¿Tiene cara? Perdón.
Rolex.
Yeah,
Rolex.
you are trying to buy a Rolex, so they are so expensive, and that's why they have this years of warranty, and but with the factory, you have guarantee per life.
For life.
For life. Okay, for life. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine, guys. Time's up. Okay, excellent. So, guys, do we have any feedback for them? Any comments?
How old is it?
Yeah.
Instead of how old is he?
Yes.
I noticed.
The only one that
And
that's
it
the only
has
one that I
5
have.
years, or it has 6 years. It is 5 years old. Or
Yes. So we don't say one has 5 years, right? We say it is 6 years old, 5 years old. Yes, correct. Okay, anything else?
I heard.
Sorry, I can only hear one person at a time. Hey, Sophia, were you saying something?
yeah, it has other owners and it has other ones. It had, because it had in the past.
Yes. So, well, actually, that was a question, I think, right? So I heard like you were the only owner, or it has another one. So we can say like, were you the only owner, right? Like a question. Let me write it. Were you the only owner, or did it have another one? Did it have another one? So we can ask it like this, yes.
Okay.
What else, guys? Sorry. Who else was saying something? Nothing else? No? Okay. So in one moment I heard these two watches has been used. So if it's two, it's with have. I can say these two watches have been used by the same owner. Right? And And I also heard that's why it has these years of warranty. So we can say that's why it has this many, you can say this many years of warranty. This many.
Teacher, and I have a question.
Uh-huh.
He talked about the question that he did was how old is he? And but he was talking about an object. So is he or it?
It is with it. Yes, so you can ask like how old is it?
Okay.
Because it is an object. How old is it? Okay.
Sure.
Excellent.
It's good to say in a good conditions or in good condition.
Is in good conditions. Let me check it. For me, I think you can use both, but I'm going to check it just in case.
All right.
Okay, let's see where it says. The usual way is to say very good condition. I guess a very good condition is impossible. So usually we don't say with the you can say it is in good condition or conditions.
All right. Yeah, I thought about that because I heard a lot of times that they use that with the A. Oh, when I heard people speaking.
Yes, it is better to say without a. It is in good condition like this.
Alright.
It sounds more natural without a, in good condition or in very good condition.
Alright.
Okay, excellent. Any other questions with the improvisation? Nope. Okay, so we're going to move on. So we're going to practice some words that have the SH sound that we were watching videos about last class. So let's go over here. Okay, we're going to read this list of words, sorry. So let me divide it because you are a large group, so I want everyone to participate. Okay, so let's start with Karen. You can read the first section.
Okay, shine, shop, ship, shine, shoe, short.
Adriana Arias.
Share, sugar, shape, shower, shelf, shirt.
Thank you. Let's repeat shower.
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 Okay, thank you.
Shower.
Sofia Mendes, you can do the last section of that column.
Okay. Shadow chef, shoot, Chicago, and chauffeur.
Thank you. Let's have Andre.
All right. Ocean, washer, tissue, insure, nation.
So here we say insure.
Insure.
Because it is the action. Insure.
What does insure mean, teacher?
Like when
insurance?
But the action, like buy an insurance or buy an insurance plan. Like I need to insure my new car, for example.
All right.
Yes. Okay, let's have Alfredo. You can do the next section.
Patient, mission, vacation, official, machine, and brushing.
Thank you. So let's repeat patient.
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 And vacation.
Vacation.
What did I say?
Vacation, I think.
No way. No way.
Vacation.
Vacation. Since module 1 were since module 2 we're looking through that word.
Yes, it's a tricky one. Vacation. Okay, thank you. Justin.
Okay, fiction, social, special, musician, conscious, issue, profession, anxious.
So let's repeat social, like social.
Social. Okay.
And the last one, let's say anxious.
Anxious. Okay.
Anxious, okay? Perfect. Natasha.
Yes. Dish, wish, cash, wash, rush, finish.
Thank you. And Sebas, you can do the last part of that one.
Punish, foolish, Spanish, English, brush, crash, polish.
Let's repeat Spanish.
Spanish.
Like starting directly with the S, right?
Spanish. Spanish.
Okay, do we have any questions?
Spanish.
No.
Spanish. Spanish. Spanish.
Okay, you can take a photo, please. Okay, so we're going to read it in pairs. So one person will read the complete list and you switch at the end. Okay?
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
What does should mean?
This one, shoot.
Yes, should mean.
Well, that's a weird word. I'm going to Google an image. So it is like a tube or a pipe that goes from the top of a building to the bottom, especially when they are under construction. It's like for waste. But this is a chute. Okay.
Okay.
Like this one, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's go to first to read the words.
Hello, baby.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. And you, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Very well.
Good, good. So one has to do everything, and the other one next to it.
Okay.
Okay, shy, shop, sheep, shine, shoe, short, share, sugar, shape, shower, shelf, shirt, shadow, chef, shoot, Chicago, and chauffeur.
Okay, ocean, watcher, teacher, insure, nation, patient, mission, vacation, official, machine, brushing, fiction, social, special, museum, conscious,
Musician.
musician,
Musician.
musician,
Uh-huh.
conscious, conscious,
Conscious. Conscious.
Conscious.
Ajá, conscious.
Conscious.
Como, ajá,
Okay,
ajá.
conscious, issue, profession, anxious.
Okay, dish, wish, cash, wash, rush, finish, punish, foolish, Spanish, English, brush, crash, and Polish.
Conscious, right?
What?
Conscious.
Conscious. Conscious.
Okay. Okay. Chai, chop, chip, chine, show, shirt, chair, sugar, shape, shower, shelf, shirt, shadow, shelf, shoot, Chicago, chauffeur.
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 Ocean, washer, tissue, insure, nation, patient, mission, vacation, official, machine, Russian, fiction, social, special, musician, conscious, issue, profession, and anxious.
Okay. Ditch, wish, catch, watch, rush, finish, punish, foolish, Spanish, English, Bruges, Graz, Polish.
You want to continue or?
Okay, we can.
Okay, shy, shop, sheep, shine, shoe, short, share, sugar, shape, shower, shelf, shirt, shadow, chef, shoot, Chicago y chauffeur.
Shoe or chauffeur? Chauffeur.
Chauffeur, sorry.
Chauffeur.
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 Uh-huh.
Okay, chauffeur. Okay, ocean, watcher, teacher, insure, nation, patient, mission, vacation, official, machine, brushing, fiction, social, special, museum, conscious, ind, issue. We have to go.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
Okay, let's start with Ashley. You can do the first section.
Shy, shop, sheep, shine, shoe, short, shirt.
Perfect. Sebas.
Sugar, shape, shower, shelf, shirt.
Thank you. Adriana Sancho.
Shadow, chef, shoot, Chicago, chauffeur.
Perfect. Viviana.
Ocean, watcher, teacher, insure, nation, patient.
Thank you. Sofía Castro.
Okay. Mission, vacation, official, machine, brushing, fiction, social.
Anthony.
Special, musician, conscious, issue, profession, and anxious.
Karen.
Dish, wish, cash, wash, rush, finish.
And Adriana Arias.
Punish, polish, Spanish, English, brush, crash, polish.
Perfect. Can you repeat? Sorry. Can you repeat the second one?
Foolish.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, very well. Let's go here. So now we have some short phrases using this type of words. So Sofía Méndez, number 1. Sofía? Sofía Méndez, are you there? No? Okay, so André.
Shake hands.
Alfredo.
Washing machine.
Justin.
I'm sure.
Natasha.
Short on cash.
Let's link it. Short on cash.
Short on cash.
Ashley, number 5.
Shut the door.
So let's say shut the door.
Shut the door. Shut.
Shut.
Shut the door.
Let me write it over here. Yes, Sebas, number 6.
Polish.
Polish your shoes.
Viviana, number 7.
There are many fish in the ocean.
Let's pronounce the letter R here. There are.
There are.
There are. Okay, thank you. Adriana Sancho, number 8.
Shirley shopped for shoes.
Sofía Castro, number 9.
The shirt should be washed.
Anthony, number 10.
Okay, the mushrooms and shrimp are delicious.
Very well. Karin.
We had a short vacation in Washington.
Adriana Arias.
The number
12.
shine the flashing in this direction.
Guys, let's repeat. Flashlight.
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 Andre.
She showed us the chic new fashions.
We'll say showed us.
Showed us.
Alfredo.
Charlotte speaks English and Spanish.
Let's say Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Charlotte speaks
And Justin.
English and Spanish.
I wish you would finish washing the dishes.
Perfect. Do we have questions?
Oh, let me take a picture.
You can take a photo, please. Yes.
Teacher, with shut, you can say like, shut up. It's like that
It's the same word, yes. Shut means close.
shut up your mouth or something like that.
Well, we don't say your mouth. It sounds a little redundant, but that's the idea. Just shut means close. So shut the door, shut the box, the window. So it's a synonym.
So if I said shut up, it's about not saying anything more. It's a little bit redundant if I said shut up your mouth.
Yes, it sounds very strange. Only shut up is enough.
It means that.
Yes, you're asking the person to be silent, but we don't say like shut up your mouth or anything like that. It's only shut up. You can also say shut it. That's another option. Shut it. It's like the same idea, or zip it. It sounds less aggressive. Sorry?
Shut the fuck up.
That's very aggressive.
That's very aggressive, yes.
Yes, that's more aggressive, but it's the same idea, basically. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Well,
Okay, hello.
hello.
How do we do that? One by one.
Okay. Okay, check.
Okay.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Another word.
Okay, shake hands.
Okay, washing machine.
I'm sure.
Short on cash.
Shut the door.
Polish your shoes.
Sorry, I wanted to ask you, how did you feel?
I feel fine. I feel a lot better than the first days.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, the first day were the worst days of my life.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the infection on my throat was very uncomfortable, and I barely could breathe and something like that. And I went to the hospital.
Oh,
They put me a via, I don't know how to say, to disinflamar and hydrate me, because I was so dehydrated because of that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, now I'm better.
That's good.
Thank you.
Okay. 7, right? There are many fish in the ocean.
Okay. Shirley shopped for shoes.
The church should be watched.
Okay. The mushrooms and shrimp are delicious.
We had a short vacation in Washington.
Okay. Shine the flashlight in this direction. Oh my god.
Very quick.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Recording
so
in
let's start
progress.
with Adriana Sancho, number 1.
Shake hands.
Sofía Castro.
Washing machine.
Anthony.
I'm sure.
Karen.
Short on cash.
Adriana Arias.
Shut the door.
André.
Polish your shoes.
Alfredo.
There are many fish in the ocean.
Justin.
I was muted.
Don't worry.
Okay, Shirley shopped for shoes.
Natasha.
The shirt should be washed.
Ashley.
The mushrooms and shrimp are delicious.
Sales.
We had a short vacation in Washington.
And Viviana.
Shine the flashlight in this direction.
Yes, excellent. Okay, so guys, we can go to break. See you at 8:15.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
No problem.
¿Cómo está yendo por allá? Oye, qué sueño, hubiera venido dormido en el bus.
Hola, Willa. Bien en clases. Aquí practicing English. And I'm practicing the application that I sent you by WhatsApp. ¿Se les vaya al gimnasio? No, ya cerraron.
Bendición que tú nos escogieras para servirte. De verdad que es el honor más grande, porque de verdad la bendición Dios se la da a uno aquí en la tierra, y cuando llega al cielo también hay bendición de Dios para el que le sirve. Así que sírvale usted con alegría al Señor, porque
Mami, mami, ¿dónde están mis plátanos? ¿La empanada? Ay, ¿se la comió? ¿No? Ay, no me la comí, mami. ¿Te comió dos? ¿De en el almuerzo? Le hicimos algo. Yo le di dos a Félix. Pero yo fui la idea y me dejan sin nada. Muy bonito. Me dejaron sin nada. Ayer estoy ayudando a una chica que ocupa conectarse y no puede.
Okay, let's come back, guys. Okay, I think everybody was present, right? So let's move on. Let's go to English in Common. Okay. Let's go to page 45.
Okay.
I already opened it here. Okay, so English in Common, page 45.
I heard, wait, 45. 44, teacher. I know. Yeah. 45.
5. Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do part 3 in pairs. Anthony, can you read the instructions?
Me?
Yes, Anthony.
Okay. Each of these sentences is missing from the article. Read the articles again and decide where each sentence belongs.
Okay, so these sentences that we have here, we're going to insert them inside the text. Okay, so you have some blank spaces to insert those sentences there where they make sense. Okay.
Page 45, teacher.
Yes, page 45, exercise 3. So you're going to insert the sentences into the text, okay, in the different spaces.
Okay, okay, yes.
Yes, they have to make sense, of course. Okay. Do we have any questions?
No.
Okay, from the text of that sentences are from the text of page 44, right?
Yes, so you're going to put them in the correct place.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yep, let's go to pairs.
Hi.
Hi, hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine. And well, we are in page what? Sorry.
I see the book, but
I think I have
45.
45. Okay, let me see. Yep, 45. Oh, well, no, I think we are in in 40. Yes, 45, sorry. Okay, we have to start in number 3, right?
Right.
Okay, each of these sentences means, okay, from the article, read the article again and decide where sentence belongs. Okay, his experience along the way were both good and bad.
It's only about the, well, what is the article?
The article is in page 44.
Sorry.
It's about Sunderland. I don't remember if you read it.
Yes, I read all.
Okay.
70-year-old sailor, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is about the article.
Yep.
Okay.
His experience along the way. Okay, he saved his money from sailing jobs and solicited a sponsor to help him pay for his trip. However, his plans soon changed after he had so many. The Sutherland children have been homeschooled by their mother for years. His first home. Well, I think letter C is missing from the article, but I don't know what more.
Let me see. Okay, his experience along the way were both good and bad.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I would say that the Sutherland children have been homeschooled by his mother for years. I don't remember to hear that, but okay. And how do you feel? How would you feel about making a similar trip? What and whom would you miss the most?
It's the number one, no? His experience along the way were both good and bad. I don't remember. Let me see. When Zach came to the Ray, Los Angeles.
Okay.
Let me see, because I don't remember it exactly.
Don't worry.
Do you remember about that?
Well, I think yes. I don't remember too much, but I think it's related to.
Okay, well, the good and bad ideas.
Perdón?
Good and bad ideas about that. Number two, the question number two.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Sorry.
Ok, la pregunta es de cada sentencia del artículo, bueno, las preguntas, su experiencia, la número 2, he saved the money for sailing jobs.
Ok. No, es que, digamos, yo en realidad, es que yo estaba con la número 4, digamos, pensé que ya habíamos terminado con el punto 3. ¿Me explico? Es que, digamos, en realidad, lo que prácticamente dice ahí es como, digamos, digamos, cuáles pertenecen o no al artículo, digamos. Pero sí. Ok. But yes. Well, how would you feel about making a similar trip? What and whom would you miss the most?
I miss my mom, my dad. Well, if I need to travel if I need to travel for work or vacation, I don't know. Well, I think I feel very well. And you, what do you think about that?
Well, I think I wouldn't. I would miss my mom. Um, well, my family, but I would like to make that kind of trips. Yeah.
Because okay, in the text he talked about he spent 3 years on the boat cruising.
Will you spend 3 years in a boat?
Oh my God, in a boat, never. I was in a cruise for 2 weeks, and it's a little
Uh-huh.
complicated because in each port you need a little time to see different things. After that, you need to take the boat or the cruise very very fast. So and when you are in the boat, in the cruise or in the boat, um, this is moving. It's moving,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes if you are in the bathroom, it
Mm-hmm.
move your body. So you need to I don't remember the word sostener. You need to keep in the your hand
Uh-huh.
in the wall, because if you don't do it, maybe you are in the you fall.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I don't know, but sometimes it's a good very idea, but you need to think about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm still thinking on on being 3 years in a boat. I would like to. It's something I would like to experience one day.
3 years in the boat. Well, there are different crews that are asking for employees. You can work there.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
paid. Oh, we have to go.
We'll have to. Yeah.
Recording in
So let's start
progress.
with Karen. You can read sentence A and tell me where it belongs.
Okay, A.
His
Okay,
experiences.
his experiences along the way were both good and bad. It belongs to number 2, teacher,
Let's see.
or number 4.
What do you think, guys?
I disagree. Number 5, teacher. No.
Yes, letter A, sentence A goes in number 5.
What?
No, E, sorry. Huh?
No, we're talking about the first sentence. His experiences along the way were good and bad.
Is
Yes.
there
So it,
Yes, 5.
so it goes in space number 5. Okay, because it's talking about the good things, because we can say his experiences were good and bad, one of the high points, etc., etc. So it's like related to the experience, right? Like the good and the bad aspects of the journey. So it
Yeah,
goes
he
here.
was talking about he met the president, but he was robbed by the pirates.
Yes, exactly. Yes, so he was mentioning good and bad things, exactly. Okay, thank you. So Adriana Arias, what about sentence B? He saved?
he saved his money from sailing jobs and solicited sponsorships to help him pay for his trip?
Solicited.
Listen it. Here's the second one.
That's correct.
Number 2.
Yes, so B goes in number 2. That's correct. Andre, sentence C. However,
However, his plans soon changed after he had some minor problems with the boat, and he realized he didn't have enough provisions to make the trip.
Where did you put it in the text?
Well, I think I'm not pretty sure, teacher, but I think it's been on 3 or on 4.
What do you think is true?
2.
Four.
It's number 4.
All right.
Sentence C goes in number 4 because it changes. He's talking about the plans, how they change, right? He changed course and etc., right? So we're talking about things that change in his plans. Okay, thank you. Alfredo, what about sentence D, the Sunderland?
The Sunderland children have been some schooled by their mother for years. We choose number 3. If his mother helped him study, he was sure he would do well. He departed from Marina and Ray. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes, very good. It goes there. So, well, and Justin, can you read the last one?
Sure. The sentence, you mean, teacher?
Yes, sentence E. His first home.
Okay. His first home was 15 meter, 56 feet, Triwind sailboat where he grew up learning the skills that he would eventually use as a solo sailor.
So where did you put it?
Well, in number 1, yeah.
Yes, okay. Let's repeat meter, centimeter.
Meters.
Okay, do we have any questions about this part?
No.
Very well. So let's see part number 4 where it says group work. Can you read that part, Natasha? How would?
Yes. How would you feel about making a similar trip? What and whom would you miss the most? Discuss.
Very well. So we're going to talk about it. So let's start with you, Natasha. Would you do a trip like this one?
I don't know. I really like, I don't know, teacher. The sea is like not my favorite thing, but if it's for the experience of doing something like that, I would definitely do it. I would miss maybe my dog and my mom a lot. or I will maybe bring them with me. Yeah.
And you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay, perfect. And you, Ashley, would you make a similar trip?
No, teacher.
Why not?
I'm afraid with the sea, so.
Afraid of?
Huh?
I think, I'm sorry, afraid of the sea or afraid with the sea? I'm not sure.
Afraid of the sea.
Okay.
Afraid of the sea.
Okay, and Sebas, would you like to do it?
Personally, no.
No.
I wouldn't like it because I don't like the sea. And I'm not very fan of being limited in space. I don't know.
Of being limited.
Limited, okay. Of being limited in space.
Okay, excellent. And would any of you do it, guys? Would anyone like to make a trip like this one, or no one?
No, I think that he was able to do it because he grew up in that way. So for him, it's normally. But if you don't grow up in that way, it would be hard for you to be.
I think that it could be an experience if you live it.
Yes. Very well.
Encouraged enough to do the trip.
So would you do it, Audrey?
Yes.
Yes. What would you miss? What would you miss if you made this trip? What things or who would you miss?
I don't know, probably I don't know. It's because if your work can be expanded, and in this way you go out from your
From your comfort zone.
from your comfort zone. And probably I will miss many things like friends or something like that, or my pets. But in a moment I have to see them.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So guys, let's move on to part number 5. So we're going to complete this box in pairs. You can take a photo, please, if you don't have the book. So, ready?
Just a sec, teacher, please.
Okay, don't worry, you can tell me when you have.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Okay, I'm fine, and you? Okay.
I'm fine, thanks. Okay, let me see. I'm seeing the page 130. Yes.
If his mother helped him study, he was sure. Leonardo. If his mother helped him study, he was sure he would do well.
Okay. If his mother helped him study, he was very well.
We have to read the, and then much irrelevant to the example.
The number B.
Yes.
Would okay, let me see. His mother helped is past tense. And the next one is would más verb. Yes, the number B.
Yes. If he had sailed around Cape Horn, his route would have been approved.
Sí.
Would have. Yes, would have. If I live to see this thing through, everything will go well.
Is the A and the next one
A,
is B.
B, yeah.
I will
Recording
message you
in
back when
progress.
my group finishes. Well, when the group I'm working with finishes. So.
Teacher, you
That's
will have
right.
to go to 2 groups to see if
Yes,
they
to
go.
check it.
Yeah.
Yes, well, that's fine. Let's do it together now. So, Sebas, you can read sentence 1 and tell me which rule it is. Sebas? Is he busy? Okay. So, Viviana, can you help me?
Okay, letter B.
And can you read the sentence also,
Okay.
please?
If this mother helped him study, he was sure he would do well.
That's correct. Adriana Sancho, number 2. If he. Okay, I think she got disconnected. So, Anthony.
If he had sailed around Cape Horn, his route would have been okay. And letter B, I think.
What do you think?
Sí.
Verse C.
This one is C. Because it's using had. If he had.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. So, Sofia Castro, what about number 3?
Okay, if I live to see this thing, so everything I will go. Okay. I think that it's A.
Yes, that's correct. And Audrey Sancho, what about the last one? If I?
My teacher, if I were you, I would. I would get my own TV show. If I were you, past tense, a B.
Yes, it is B. So when you read this contraction, you don't have to say would. You can say I'd get. If I were you, I'd get my own TV show.
Yes, teacher. We when we were in past modules, they didn't explain how to pronounce it, so that's I.
I see. It's okay. So we pronounce I'd get.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, very well. Do we have any questions about this part?
No, teacher.
BCAB. Justin, you are flying.
I told you.
Okay, so now we're going to do part 6 in pairs. So each sentence has one mistake that you have to correct, okay? So you can take a photo if you need it, and we can do it in pairs also. So one mistake per sentence.
Okay, ready.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Let's see. Correct the mistake in each sentence. Will you call me if anything goes wrong?
Okay.
What you have done if a nearby boat hadn't picked up your distress call?
What would you?
What do you?
What would you have done? That's correct. Okay, what about number 2?
Okay, I had stopped taking so many risks if I were you.
I would stop taking so many risks if I were you.
Yes, that's correct. I would stop.
What you like to do if you had some free time and money?
The same, good.
And how is the complete sentence? Leaving that
What
please.
what good you like to do if you had some free time and money?
Yes.
Okay, if you see John, can you ask him if he's going sailing with us? You. If you, no.
No, that's not a mistake.
If you see John,
if you see,
would you ask him if he's going sailing with us?
Okay, so the mistake is here. If
Without,
you
yeah.
see. The rest is fine. Mhm.
Yeah.
So if you see John, can you ask him if he's playing sailing with us? Okay, do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
No.
No. Nope. Okay, let's go back.
Recording in progress.
We
I-
didn't
Sorry,
finish the
we were
first
working
one.
very fast.
Yeah,
That's
not
fine.
even the
Oh.
first.
You know, do you all notice something that the groups that are with the teacher are the faster?
But I'm not correcting them. They did the exercise alone.
The teacher said the answers.
No, they
Oh.
found all the answers alone.
cheap. Or maybe that group have the pressure.
Maybe yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under pressure.
So Justin, how did you correct sentence number 1?
Well, I would say, what would you have done if an enemy boat hadn't picked up your prisoner's call?
Nearby boat.
Nearby.
But okay, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, that's correct. What would you have done? Very good. Natasha.
Okay. Wait. I would stop. I would stop taking so many risks if I were you.
That's correct. So we eliminate the hat and we write would. I would stop. Very well.
Actually, we we
No.
were lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Andre, what about number 3? What is the mistake?
Calor.
Number 3, what you like to do if you had some free time and money? What would you do? What would you like?
What would you like to do? Okay, so we put the would there. And let's ask Sofia Mendez, what about number 4?
If you see Jan, okay. If he would go, no sé. If
What
he
is
would
that? What is
go,
the mistake, guys? What do you think?
no sé.
Sophie, pobrecita.
Alfredo, what is the mistake?
Qué playa.
You will
Ay, sí.
that double L.
So
If you see John, if you see John,
Teacher, teacher, I'm not sure, but I think there are another mistake.
if you see John, I can be a couch.
Because I think he's going to sail.
Oh my god.
No, that's okay.
Alfredo. Oh my god.
So that was such a bad joke.
You can use ing before going, after going, right?
Yes, no, the only mistake is will, because you cannot say will after if. If you see John, can you ask him if he's going sailing with us? The rest of the sentence is correct. There is no mistakes here. There are no mistakes here. That's correct. Yes, the only mistake was the will in the first part. Okay, do we have any questions?
Teacher, but in the sense, look into the sense of the number 4. Like if you see John, but in the future, so what do I have to change to make it correct? If I didn't change like the future of seeing John.
It's because after the if, you cannot put a verb in future, not even in Spanish, right? You cannot say si verás a John, right? Si ves. So it sounds like present, but it's hypothetical. If you see, right? After the if, you cannot conjugate the verb in future. If you see John, if you come tomorrow, if you miss your class, you cannot put a will there. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay, very well. So let's move on to part 7. Natasha, can you read the instructions?
Yes, think about major decisions you have made in the past. Imagine you have made a different decision. Explain to another student what might have happened if you have done things differently.
Can you read the example?
If I hadn't had children in my 20s, I would have traveled more. I've always wanted to go to Brazil and
Okay, and etc. Okay, so we're going to create sentences using this structure about things that didn't happen in the past. So you're imagining a hypothetical scenario, right? So you can use this structure. If I hadn't had, if I hadn't gone, I would have, etc. So this is the structure. We're going to use like the structure that you have in Rule C. Okay, this is the structure that you. So do you have any questions? Okay, let's go to first.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I am fine. Thanks for asking. If I hadn't had studied in the University of Costa Rica, I would have worked and studied in a private university.
Okay. Okay, if I had worked in HP, I would have traveled alone.
If you hadn't worked in what?
If I had worked in HP, I would have traveled a lot.
Okay, if I had. Okay. Now I got it.
Okay, let me see. If I hadn't ate, if I hadn't ate a lot, I would be fitness.
If I hadn't eaten.
Eaten. Yeah, right, eaten.
Okay. If I had studied English before, I would have a better position in my job.
Mm-hmm. Let me think. If I had studied robotic, I would have been in the United States.
If I had how can I say this? Sports. If I had sports education, I would have better performance in my school and university and in my work.
Mm-hmm. If I let me think. If I if I hadn't gone to at the gym, I would I would have had more time to enjoy.
Don't you enjoy the
Yes, I enjoy it, and I enjoy my family too.
okay. Yes. If I hadn't drunk if I hadn't drunk beer drunk beer
Drunk.
I would have a better stomach.
Right. Okay, let me think. If I hadn't had a daughter,
A what?
if
A
a
daughter.
daughter, yeah, if I hadn't had a daughter, I wouldn't have a day mother.
I wouldn't have.
Day mother day.
Okay. If I had if I hadn't sold my bicycles, I wouldn't have a different car.
Let me see. If I hadn't had if I hadn't studied in system engineer, I wouldn't have my job. Let me think. I don't know what can I say.
If I hadn't had my education, I wouldn't have been in this position. And I always want to work in GSK.
Okay, we have to go.
Recording in progress.
Ashley, so can you tell me about something in past and a different scenario?
If I hadn't started teacher, I would started something about health.
Okay, so one more time. If I hadn't studied
Primary teacher.
in primary, teaching, right?
Teaching.
If I hadn't studied in teaching or education,
I
Whatever.
would,
Yes, sorry, finish the second part. If I hadn't studied teaching,
I would started.
health,
I would have.
I would have studied.
I would have started something about health.
That's okay. And let's ask someone else. Adriana Arias, can you give us a sentence about something in past? You're muted.
If I hadn't studied business administration, I would have studied arts.
Okay, that's fine. Very good. So let's turn the page, guys. Let's go to 46. Okay, so page 46, we're going to do section or part 8. Okay. Sofia Castro, can you read the instructions?
Read this
Excerpts from Zach's blog. What is the main thing he writes about each post?
Let's say excerpts.
Excerpts.
Mhm.
What is the meaning of excerpts, teacher?
An excerpt is like a paragraph or a group of sentences that you extract from a bigger book.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so we're going to do it in pairs. You're going to read the three entries, the three paragraphs, and you're going to decide what is the main idea of each one. Okay, like the main topic.
That's the photo of the man with 17 years.
Yes, he's like those actors in Netflix that they say that they are teenagers and they look like 30.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, like in High School Musical. Okay, ready? Okay, let's go.
Okay, this excerpts from Zach's blog, and what is the main thing he writes about each post. Rough night last night. The motion of the boat and slapping of the Genoa made it hard to sleep. There are most incredible stars out there. I have never seen anything like this. There are thousands of stars in a black sky. There is a hazy cloud like tied up there too. Not sure if there's the Milky Way. Awesome.
Okay, and in the but in the first paragraph, what do you think that is a main idea? The most credible stars are out here.
Yes.
Okay, that.
You can read the second one.
Okay, I altered course so I would get as far upwind from the squall as I could, but baiting into 25 knots makes it 30 knots, so I had a very wet ride for about an wild ride for about an hour. At its closest point, I had lightning about a mile away.
Lightning
About a mile away while going through a squall. At 3-something this morning was able to get back on course and go back to sleep. Over the night, I passed about 10 ships.
Okay. The main thing is that he altered the course and he went so fast. I'm not sure if we have to choose a sentence.
I think it's the notes that he made.
Do you know what are notes?
The notes is like when he I don't know
That's the term to measure speed in the ocean. Nudos, 25 nudos.
Pero los nudos son como golpes, ¿no? O como...
No, los nudos son como decir kilómetros por hora, pero en el agua. But bashing into 25 knots make it 30 knots, so I had a very wild ride about an hour. Maybe that can be the main idea. Yes. It has been pretty crazy time since I've been back, with tons of press and interviews keeping me really busy. And it has been great to sleep in my bed, hang with my family, and also been having an awesome time seeing my old friends.
Mm.
That he has been too busy those days
Yes, I
when
think
he
that.
came back.
He's
Recording in
talking about the
progress.
sky, the stars, the galaxies. I don't know, galaxies. Yeah.
The Milky Way.
The Milky Way. Yes, excellent. And Justin, what is the main topic of paragraph number 2?
Well, he bushed and had a pretty wild ride for an hour. And he was able to get back on course and go back to sleep.
Okay, perfect. And Karen, what is the main idea of the last paragraph?
I think that he talks about his when he came back to his home, right?
Yes.
And he was with his family and he could sleep well in his bed and with his family. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Very well. So let's do part number 9. Adriana Arias, can you read the question? There are? Adriana Arias? We don't hear you. Okay, no, don't worry. So let's go with Viviana for now. Can you read the question, please?
Okay, pair word. Okay, there are many different ways of keeping a block. What do you notice about the style of Zach's block?
Okay. So guys, let's ask Alfredo. So what do you think about his style of writing? Is it like very formal, informal, technical? What do you notice about his way of writing?
That is very it's very simple. It's not sophisticated. He's not using sophisticated words to
Sophisticated
words to explain his days, and like it's simple and informal.
Okay, very well. So let's go to question number 10. Justin, can you read it? Which of the following?
Sure. Which of the following reasons do you think are the most typical for writing a blog?
Can you read the options, please?
Sure. As a personal record of experience, as a way of thinking things through, as a way of communication with someone else, as an emotional outlet, your own idea.
Perfect. Let's say experiences.
Experiences.
Very well. So Natasha, which one of those reasons are most common for writing a blog, in your opinion?
I think maybe as a personal record of experiences and your own idea. Maybe.
Oh, okay. And Ashley, would you write a blog one day?
To be honest, no. Because I don't know about what.
About your kids.
About your day at work. At the work.
At work.
At work.
Okay. Sebas, are you there or no?
Teacher, he's on a call.
Okay. So, Viviana, and you, would you like to write a blog one day about one of these topics?
Well, maybe swimming.
About swimming.
About swimming.
Or dancing swing.
Two.
Synchronized swimming.
Also.
Gaba.
Okay.
Okay, very well. So guys, now we're going to go to page 141. Okay, there you have like a text, and you're going to use that text to answer these two questions. Okay, I guess you need to take a photo, right? So you can take one here of the questions. Ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. And the text is this one in orange. Let me see if let me just...
Teacher, delete the line. Okay.
Orange.
Yes, the second line.
It isn't yellow.
Yeah.
No, it's like
Well, on my book I see it like orange.
It is orange.
yes. Remember that woman have a lot of colors in their schema.
Yeah.
Yes, like they can like detect more colors.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, it's because of the chromosomes or something like that. Like women can perceive more colors than men, so that's why we never see the difference between like two types of pink, for example.
Yeah, there's fuchsia, pink, light pink,
Yes,
salmon.
Salmon. Okay, so guys, go to first. Ready? Hold on.
Yeah, there's many kinds of pink.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Ready.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. Tired, but good.
Okay, well, it's good.
What are we working on?
I was working a lot, but well, it's okay. I'm working home. And you are you working or what are you doing?
Okay. And what we need to do?
Well, we need to read and answer the two questions. What reason are given to explain why some people write blogs? And the second question is how do these reasons compare with your ideas? We need to do two questions. We need to answer the two questions.
Okay, and what questions?
Let me share.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
but
don't worry. Let me share it.
Thank you, because I was in a call and I can't see.
Okay, well, this is the question.
Okay, 1 second to take a picture. Thank you.
And this is the question and this is the answer. We need to read about that.
Okay, okay. Okay, we need to read
this paragraph and answer the. Oh, we have to go. Maybe other day.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Sure. Recording in progress.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Have a good night. You too.